Hello and what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today we're checking out a brand new Kizer here dropping in September this year. We are looking at, ladies and gentlemen, the drum roll please, the Quartz, right? Quartz, kind of like the whole watch brand, perhaps. It is a Cornell Kiss design, AEB-L steel, blade with a black stone wash, finish, and a G10 handle, right? Let's see what this one here is all about. Bada bing, bada boom. Of course, I'll have this one linked down below in the description and pinned comment, just like every other knife and product you'll see in this video. But without further ado, we got a sticker here, action for exploration. Bam. Here is the knife. It's already looking interesting. We'll get to that in just a moment. There's some other goodies down here. We have, of course, the sheath, right? Kizer always does a really good job with their sheath for their knives. We have some good amount of paracord. I want to say maybe like that's about a foot, two, maybe 3 feet or so, 3.5 feet or so of paracord. That's not bad at all. Then we have an additional or different pocket clip. We'll take a look at that as well. And the silica gel, paperwork, wiping cloth. And it looks like we even have some additional hardware, even though this is a fixed blade. Now, we see this all the time with Kizer with their folding knives, but it being on a fixed blade, all right, that's definitely a nice touch there. Much appreciated. But here we go. Let's take a look at the knife here first. And you guys are just as excited as I am. And let's see what the Quartz is all about, shall we? I'm going to zoom in 2x. There we go. That fits perfectly in frame. It looks like we have, ladies and gentlemen, a very nice Tanto geometry going on this one. Absolutely digging it. We got a flat grind here and a flat grind there. So it's a dual ground Tanto blade. A little bit of a switch there at the top. Some aggressive jimping. Very interesting plunge grind situation going on there as well. And then that logo is also pretty cool too, right? Kind of looks like some sort of rooster looking skeleton right there. I'm not sure, but it's definitely interesting. AEB-L steel. It's got that black stone wash, as you can see. Kizer logo on the other side. That is absolutely looking pretty good there. Now we got the green G10 on this one. It's going to be a full tan construction all the way around. And I feel like, you know, angular lines, no curves, is a little bit of a theme with this one, right? Tell me if you see any curve anywhere. Because it feels like everything is, you know, maybe there's a little bit of a curve right here on the blade. But other than that, everything is like line, like straight lines, kind of making the shape. Even the lanyard hole is a triangle for lack of an actual round circular hole, you know what I mean? But we even got some jimping back here, right? Those are some cutout triangular looking jimping there as well. And then let's see. All right, let's check out the ergos. Oh man, come on now. Absolutely feels really good on hand. I have average size hands, not the biggest, not the smallest of hands. I'm able to get a full purchase with quite a little bit of handle there left, so that's good. This bit of portion right there works as my finger guard, so all other fingers follow suit. I can put my thumb there on the very triangular aggressive jimping there, and we're locked and loaded, ready to go. And also love how the handle, I'm going to show you guys, the handle is a little bit thinner here, gets a little bit thick right here towards this portion. And then it gets just a little bit thinner here towards the back. So that additional girth right there in the middle, right, kind of definitely feels the hand there quite a bit, quite nicely, if you would. So I am absolutely digging that. So it feels comfortable. Obviously no pocket clip here. It is a fixed blade. So I'm going with a 10 out of 10 there on the ergos department, without a doubt. So it's not too big of a, you know, fixed blade, not too small of a fixed blade. Kind of good size, honestly, for EDC. What do you all think? Let me know down below. There's a little bit of a switch here on each side. Then we got this line there, also add some personality. And then we have big hardware here, 2 T8s, it looks like, for the hardware department. And oh man, so looking pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, that definitely absolutely looks gorgeous. Looking really nice. Let's get a 5x zoom here. Take advantage of this lens here, right? Check out the edge, the bevel right there, right? All the angular lines. Turn it around, show you the other side. And I mean, I want to say for a black stone wash, this one looks absolutely really nice, y'all. Let me give you some quick measurements here to give you a ballpark. Again, it's kind of like a medium fixie, it feels like. So here we go. We have a little bit over 7 inches, right? 7¼ inches to be exact. That blade is going to be just under 3¼ but over 3 inches, like 3.1, 3.15. The box says 3.15 right there on the box. So there we go. We're not that far off. And we do have 3.25 there on the cutting path. As far as the handle, we have just a hair over 4 inches, if anything. All right, some quick measurements there while we're here. We'll get a quick blade stock thickness on this one. Definitely a little bit on the thicker side. Very robust, so you can do a little bit more heavy duty work. 0.15, right? It's a little bit thicker than the average 0.12 here in the channel. The thickest portion, right, is going to be right here, right? This is going to be the thickest portion there. That is going to be 0.55. So it's a little bit thicker than the average 0.5 or half an inch in the channel, but again, not obviously not by much. And then we'll also get a quick weight. While we're here, we'll do a quick weight without the sheath. We'll also do a quick weight here with the sheath as well. But obviously we got full tank construction. I'm thinking somewhere between 4.5 and 6. 4.5, I'm sorry, and 5 ounces. Let's go 5 and 5.5. Oh, look at that. I would have been right the first time. 4.5 ounces right there. Knife alone. And the equivalent of 129 grams. So 4.5, again, pretty good on their 5 ounces all day. Now, if we do the Kydex sheath here, and we'll examine that sheath there in just a moment here, a little bit of more detail. It's got to be over 5 ounces now. There we go. Yeah, that adds a little bit of weight, putting it around 6.8 ounces, 193 grams to be exact. So there you go, 6.8 ounces. And, you know, all things considered, being a fixed blade and all, it definitely makes, you know, sense that it weights somewhere around that ballpark. Now, for the whole sheath experience here, now Kizer does a really good job with their sheath. Recently, they've been putting like a diamond file on the side of some fixed blades. Some of them they don't, right? So this one they didn't do that, but they have been doing that in some more recent models. It does rock the button spring-loaded little clip here, pretty standard. We've seen it in many other models. It definitely works. It looks like for if you're doing backpack, like a backpack strap, if it's your belt, right, it's going to be a vertical carry. If it's a backpack, it's going to be a scout carry. You can also turn, let's say you want to turn this thing around, you absolutely can. The distance between this screw and this screw should be the same distance from here to here, so you can turn this thing around if you want to, a whole 90 degrees. That should not be a problem. So if you do horizontal carry, you should be good. If you do vertical carry, you're also good there as well. Now the pull, right, feels good on the pull department. Let's see. Very small rattle, if anything. Got our drain hole somewhere in there. It's a little bit difficult to see. But yeah, definitely good tension going in and out. It's not going to go anywhere unless you put a significant amount of pressure here, especially with the thumb. It's typically what I go for, right? Taking it out of the sheath there. So that feels good. Kydex experience there. Sheath is good. Now you also have this other clip option. So let's say that clip is not doing it for you. Perhaps it's a little bit on the bulkier side. Well, you can use this other clip, right? You can either mount it this way or you can mount it that way. Either way will work. And this one's a pretty easy snap on, right? It can go on your belt like that or on a strap, and it's working with this tension here to hang on to whatever it is you're mounting it on, whether it be your belt, your backpack strap, anything else. So this one would sort of reduce the bulkiness of the spring-loaded button. This one, you know, it's a little bit on the thicker side, right? You can see size difference there. One is a little bit slimmer than the other. So whatever your preference is, these are giving you two different clip options there out of the box, which is nice. Love to see that. Now, of course, let's go ahead and do some size comparisons on this bad boy here next to some other popular fixed blades in the channel. Starting with two of my favorite ones here of all times, we got the Smolt from Kizer, right? Good size for EDC. Also love me the Mink from Vosteed, right? These are two of my most carried EDC fixed blades of all times. So you can see there, they're more or less around the same ballpark size-wise. Smolt is a little bit smaller. Mink is probably a hair bigger. Moving up a bit here in size, we have the D2 LynxGear fixed blade, very affordable. And then we have the Kizer Militaw fixed blade, right? These are going to be a little bit longer, right? Especially in the Militaw case, you get a longer cutting path. You do have a nice finger choil on the LynxGear, right? So a little bit of everything there to choose from. So giving you some options. I do have content on all these knives and products you're seeing in this video. So if you want to check out more, put the knife name Miguel EDC in the YouTube search box and you'll find those videos right away. Now this next one here is the Polaris from Kizer, and it's rocking that file on the outside for sharpening. That's what I was talking about earlier. Some models have it, right? Some of the newer models have it, some don't. But yeah, we're moving up on size here a little bit. This one has a Scandi grind. So check that out, right? Similar G10 scale, but obviously much bigger size. We also have here from OdenWolf, we have the W Scandi as well. This one is on D2 steel, right? Again, kind of moving up a little bit size-wise, as you can see. And if you absolutely want the biggest fixed blade out there, this is definitely not the biggest, right? You can get a machete for all you know, but yeah, this is definitely pretty significant size fixed blade here. This one is the Kizer Drop Bear Fix 7, and it takes up the whole screen. Let's look at the size of this thing. It even has a finger choil, but you have a cutting path there for days. This thing is capable of doing just about anything you throw at it. It is absolutely crazy. Also based off of the Kizer Drop Bear folder, right? So it's very interesting to turn it into a Titanic looking fixed blade. But again, check these out, right? Just to give you a ballpark, giving you a little bit of each different size, so you guys can see just a little bit of everything, get more or less a ballpark idea where this guy lands. But of course, you already know what time it is. Time to get scientific with it here. AEB-L steel. Right, here we go. Passes the, oh yeah, feels good on the scientific nail test right there. Let's get a 5x zoom. All right, Miguel, make sure it's in frame. That'll be great. Definitely appreciate it. Well, absolutely going through that paper there pretty easily. I wanna test this portion right here as compared to that portion there. And here we go. It should, let's see. Yeah, the answer is yes, absolutely. That cuts just as well. Let's get some full slices now. Here we go. Boom. Bam. Bada bing. Bada boom. Now, it being a Tanto, I'm noticing if you keep the cutting right between here and here, you're good. I think anytime you carry the cut past this point, you can taper off a bit. So that's just something to keep in mind there. But yeah, clearly it can definitely cut paper. There's no doubt about that. I got a single wall average piece of cardboard right here, cutting at a diagonal angle like that for better performance. I got my full grip here, and here we go. Oh yeah. Oh, come on now. It's nothing like cutting cardboard with a good solid chunk of blade right there from a fixed blade. Also very comfortable, ergonomically friendly. And bam, boom, and one more. Here we go. Clearly, it can go through that cardboard there, no issues, you guys. You all rate this factory edge in the comments, right? How sharp is it? 10 being the sharpest. You all let me know. Give it a nice little wipe right there, and that stone wash is definitely going to age nicely here as you cut with this knife more and more. But yeah, you guys definitely let me know how this guy performed down below. All right, guys. Well, there you have it. This is the new Kizer Quartz. AEB-L steel on this one, a Cornell Kiss design. So again, pretty good sheath experience here. Multiple mounting options, good 4-finger grip, full purchase on the handle. Very interesting with all the angular lines and everything. And very comfortable and very capable, right? A lot of you guys have been wanting AEB-L steel, and Kizer has been putting that more and more recently over the last few months on, especially on their fixed blades. Some folders, but mostly I've seen it on fixed blades, starting with the Kizer Ursa Major, this beast right here, right? So this was the first time I saw AEB-L steel from Kizer. This one dropped here a few months ago. I'll put a card for this guy here in the at the end of the video so you guys can check it out if you want to learn more about that one. But guys, I have links to all these knives down below in the description and pinned comments. If you guys want to check prices, availability, and variants, definitely check them out. It does help out the channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you and a zero extra cost. Most importantly, guys, I want to hear your feedback. What do you guys think about this new model, the Quartz? What do you like about it? What do you love about it? Is there anything you dislike about it? Let me know, and let's hang out in the comment section down below. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one, either this one or this one. Peace.